Hey guys, welcome back to another Cajun Toy Review. Today we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Barbecue. Now this is one of the Target exclusive Cobra Island figures, and historically these have been a really pain to get, but it seems in recent these have become a lot easier. With the pre-orders and stuff were pretty much abundant and easy. I know the people I know personally who wanted one were able to reserve one. So hopefully that is globally, and everybody has a chance to get these figures. And we don't see the Baroness Beachhead fiasco that we saw before. But yeah, we're looking at this. We're talking new Joes today, and that's exciting. This is one of my favorite lines, and I always really get excited when we get new figures for it. And this is a character that I have a lot of history with. Growing up, I'm the middle child of two brothers, and both my brothers and my father were firefighters. So we had this figure in the G.I. Joe form as the original series in different versions, and he was always a character that we liked. And this figure looks freaking awesome. That damn hip mask, the artwork alone is just freaking nuts. That looks really, really badass. It looks like he comes with some cool accessories, so I'm excited to open this guy up. So let's get into it. So looking at our Gabriel Barbecue Kelly, he comes with a couple of good looking accessories. We looks like we have two different types of axes, some kind of hose in there, and some kind of weapon. I guess don't remember him having that gun, but in a really cool looking pack. But yeah, Cobra Island G.I. Joe Classified series, and like I said, that art on that front is freaking awesome. And then we get a different shot right here, kind of wraps around right there. I don't know who drew this or painted this. I know on the Hasbro site you can usually kind of see some of the behind the scenes stuff like that, and like whoever did this, man, they did a good job, because that just looks nuts. I think that looks really awesome. On this side we have his file card, which shows you his different stats and stuff like that. I'm not sure what these are. You can go to the G.I. Joe website and basically decode these. Kind of a crazy little method they use. This is number 32 in the line, and on the back we have the Cobra Island picture that we've seen before, with some kind of air base, and looks like some kind of facility. Anyway, we don't know what it is, and just speculating and guessing. A whole bunch of readme. And of course the UPC will be in the shots if you guys need it. As always, on the top we got the G.I. Joe star and the 32 for the figure. So not much else to say. Let's go ahead and open up Barbecue and check them out. And we are looking at our Gabriel Barbecue Kelly figure, and this figure looks freaking awesome. Love the color scheme on this guy. This guy looks great. And if you know me, one thing that I love is weapon storage, and this guy, he can store everything he has on his body. So both of his axes, including his fire suppression retardant, whatever, water cannon, gun, whatever it's supposed to be, he can store that as well on his hip. So that is amazing. I love that kind of stuff. Extra point automatically just for that. But yeah, the G.I. Joe Classified series has definitely gotten a lot better. We're starting to see some of the more unique kind of characters starting to come out with this guy. Of course, like Spirit and some of the other ones coming out like that, Crocmaster. So it's really exciting to see how far they're going to go in what we're going to get. Definitely makes me get a little childhood reminisce every time I get one of these in my hands. And yeah, this is definitely one of the top ones, as one that I experienced a lot as a kid. Is it a perfect figure? No, but it is actually really great. So let's look at the accessories, and then we'll look at our figure. Alright, so looking at the accessories that come with our Barbecue, he comes with two axes and the weapon, fire suppressant retardant weapon, whatever it is, sprayer. There we go. And of course, they're very detailed and cool backpack with the hose. So looking at the sprayer, and I gotta give you a little forewarning, be careful when you put this in his hand, especially just warm your figures up. Just put them in some hot water or hit them with the heat gun for a little minute to warm them up, because I try to put this gun in his hand out the box, and you can see here it warped a bit, which is not normally for Hasbro figures. You see that a lot in the NECA, and especially in the McFarlane figures and stuff like that. They're very stiff. These usually have some give and stuff, and maybe because it's colder, and it was in the studio area, and it got cold or something in there. I don't know, but I'm probably gonna have to replace it. I'm a little worried about it, but because you can definitely see the warp in there, especially on the back of the handle right there. It's turning a little white. So yeah, just be careful, guys. With that, always warm your figures. But yeah, this looks pretty good. It is molded in black plastic, and this is kind of a water sprayer or whatnot for him. I'm gonna pretend that it does water and like a fire extinguisher, since basically he has 3 packs on there. Of course, the third one is for water. I mean, oxygen. It's got a little hole in the front where if you wanted to, you could put like one of the effects. Oops, I'm gonna knock over my lights. You could put like the effects. So like, and it's not gonna make a lot of sense, but you could put like the effects piece from like Black Widow's stuff on there, or some of the little smaller ones. But I don't have a water effect, so nothing that's gonna make any sense. But that is an option for you guys if you're interested. And then we have this little tab on the back where you just port the hose onto it. And there we go. It's like that. Now this is on the left side of the pack, so of course you'll try to put this weapon in the left side of his hand, left hand. If not, you're probably gonna put a little bit more wear on the hose and the weapon in these pegs. This hose is very stiff. There's no bending wire in it, so just be mindful of that too. It's gonna put some wear and stuff on it if you're going all the way around the body trying to put it in the other hand. So that's just my suggestion to you. And then looking at the pack is very detailed. Of course, we got these little warning labels in there. Like I said, we have the 3 different tanks on there. I'm assuming one's going to be oxygen, the other one's going to be like whatever, or as you know, it could be margaritas, who knows. But a lot of mechanical details on here, but not a whole lot of paint. But I mean, still looks awesome. This is really, really cool. It looks great on the figure, except my main gripe about the figure so far is this pack does not fit flush on Barbecue's back. So you can see how they got the gap on there. That's really annoying and stuff like that, and I don't like it. It needs to be bent a little bit more, kind of sit flush like that, but it does not. It's got that gap on there, and that really annoys me. Just because I think it's going to cause wear on the peg and too as well. So that just really kind of sucks a little bit, and I don't want to break it. But every time I look at it, and now from the back and stuff, when you're looking at it dead on, it looks awesome. But when you catch that one side angle, you'll see it. So that was my little pet peeve about it so far. But that's minor compared to how good the figure is, guys. Also on the pack, you have this little clip right here on the side. You can see, and that will take this bigger axe, and it just kind of ports into there. Just find the smooth spot and click. You got the axe on the back, and that looks awesome. Really, really cool. And then looking at the axe, the bigger axe, because we have 2, it has this nice little grip on there. Some detail on there on the handle, of course, and then we got this cool silver paint on there, and that just looks badass. Really, really cool. Definitely awesome. It needs to be just a tad bit longer so you can hold it with 2 hands. He doesn't hold it so well with 2 hands like that. You have to kind of go above, because I want him to be smashing down doors with this thing like Jack Torrance style, but it looks really cool. And then we got this little hand axe, and this is also really cool detail on there. Silver blade on there with the serrated edge on the end. A lot of detail on that. But look at that handle. It's got the blade on the end, like the freaking knuckle duster looking end. Like, man, if like the firefighters had this on Halloween Kills when Michael Myers came out, it might have been a different story. But yeah, these are pretty damn cool. So yeah, that's his accessories. I think they are awesome. They are all very appropriate for him, and they all look really cool. And they can all be holstered. It's so good. So yeah, let's take a look at our figure. And looking at our barbecue figure, this figure is, like I said, just really awesome. Definitely one of my favorite classifies now. Just fun to look at. The detail on this guy is really, really cool. I can't tell what's reused, if not it's been used for the chest. But like the legs and stuff we've seen before, these legs are the legs from Destro. Just kind of repainting and stuff like that. Everything from the boots on up. Like I said, the chest, it's hard to tell because the chest is covered with that that big heavy duty vest and stuff like that. But looks really, really, really good. I just love the color scheme on this guy, and the detail on the helmet. With, like, we have this hose kind of going on the side. That looks really, really cool. Just that black for the goggles. He just looks freaking badass. The helmet is just really, really, really cool. The squared off top, I always thought that was unique in the figure when I was younger, and it still holds up. Like I said, of course, with this torso on here, we don't know if it's reused chest or not. It doesn't matter, but is very unique looking and stuff like that, with this like tank on the front. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but it's got a little green light on there. And then we got these, looks like clips, but they're not. I'm not sure what they are. If you know in the comments, go ahead and put it in there. But I just lots of cool detail. There is like wear on the vest, like he's seen some action. I can kind of see you go underneath the arm and stuff like that, and that's really, really, really cool looking. A little bit here on the front, and of course on the back, like this guy has been in some fires. And then we got, of course, the holsters that move on the side. This one is for the weapon, the gun, the sprayer, and then this one is for his axe, and we'll put those in there to show you in a second. Of course, the port in the back for the backpack itself. But yeah, overall, I love the way this guy looks and stuff like that. Definitely gonna look awesome up there, lined up with the rest of the Joes, and stand out for being very unique. So let's go ahead and put his equipment on him so you can see. And there you go. You can kind of see a more profile how that backpack does not stand straight. So this goes into his hand. I've already warmed them up a little bit, and they're both trigger fingers, so you can really put them on either hand you wanted to. It's the grip on the back of this gun that makes it a pain in the butt, sliding it in there. So the sprayer, yeah, like I said, if that hose is a little bit more flexible, it would make life a lot better. But he can hold it in either hand, like I said, because they're both trigger hands. It can be holstered here on his hip, like so. And then take the other fire axe, puts it to the back like that. And then we get this smaller hatchet-like axe that kind of just clips into. Oh, but that doesn't slide. Yeah, that kind of clips into the side like that, and the backpack came off. And there we go. Everything holstered on our figure. That is great. I love it. That, I don't know, any figure who can do, like I said, is an extra point for me. I dig it, and it looks great on him. Everything is in place. Everything has a purpose. It's not just random crap shoved anywhere. This looks like it would be functional. Really cool looking stuff. So let's take it back off, and then we'll look at the articulation of our figure. So barbecue can look up about this far, which is pretty good actually. Down, he can look down quite a bit, and it's nice because of this vest piece right here has this opening here. It's basically made for his helmet to go down, and that's really cool. It gives him extra range on there. Got a nice pivot on his head, and of course full rotation on there. Full arm rotation. He does have there's a bicep swivel. This side's a little bit harder to do because he has this bigger pouch on this side. But he has double jointed elbows, but those are also going to be, especially with this one, is bulkier. The arms are different, so we'll look at each one individually. But the double joint is going to be, you're not going to get the full 90 degrees with that. And he does have wrist flex on rotation on there. No, just rotation. I thought he had a flex on there. Yeah, there's a little bit of flex. These gauntlets block that as well. So he's a little hindered by some of his pieces, especially we'll see that on the chest with this torso piece on there. But arm rotation on here, this bicep swivel will come all the way around. You can see because this is just a band and not the pouch. I'm trying to elbow, wrist, and as for the ab crunch, pretty much non-existent because of this big old vest on there, which I like it. I'm not gonna complain. A lot of the Joes have it, Firefly and stuff like that, Beachhead and stuff like that, and it's kind of goes along with the line. And I'm fine with it. I think it looks really good. I wouldn't want it not to be there. So anyway, rotation at the waist. You can do a split with that drop down joint. Just get that back in there, and because of that, you can kick extremely high very well. There's a thigh cut kind of hidden behind his holsters. Double jointed knees. I have a boot cut and toe pivot and peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Lastly, here is barbecue compared up with a couple of other Joes, Beachhead and Flit, and some Cobra Troopers, Cobra Commander, and Zartan. So you can kind of see how he scales. He is a little bit bulkier than the figures, which he should be. He's wearing a fire protected suit, but height wise and stuff like that, he pretty much scales on par. One thing I do want to point out, it won't matter with the Cobras, but with barbecue versus the Joes, he doesn't have one of those Joe Pro communicator things, which like the other Joes have, like Scarlet and Duke, Gung Ho and stuff like that, where they have these communicators on their shoulders. He doesn't have one of those. I guess they're not flame proof, but it is kind of noticeable, because I kind of thought that was kind of neat how they all could have that little communicator, but it doesn't make sense that he doesn't have it, and it just makes him a little bit more unique on the shelf, because he does definitely stand out. But overall, great figure, guys. The backpack little thing is you know, a minor nitpick, but once you pose them, if you have them on your shelf, if you have them displayed, whatnot, you're not going to really worry about it. I think he's definitely worth it, and I'm very excited to see the future of the classified series and what else we get going forward, with the recent reveals that we got at the Hasbro Con, and stuff like that, like Spirit, Crocmaster, the new Zartan coming up. I'm very, very excited, and it's a good time to be a fan. So if you like this video, please leave a like, check out our other content, consider subscribing. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and of course Facebook. Links to all those are in the description of this video. If you would like to support this channel, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/CajunToyReview. Any money that is received is for a better camera with a mic input. We are doing little shorts, but like I said, I think definitely probably by December, the studio area will be ready. I'll be doing some green screen stuff, and we're going to kind of incorporate maybe the podcast and everything and stuff on there, but coming up with some different ideas and experiment with things and stuff like that. But like as always, feedback is very welcome and listened to. So and then Friday, which is tomorrow, I'll be doing a video, a review. I'm not sure what yet, but before that, at the beginning of the video, or I'll just do a short, I'm going to do the drawing from the 200th announcement. So everybody who had commented on that video in the timeline has been entered, and so stay tuned for that tomorrow. But anyway, more reviews coming. If you want to see some more classified, let me know. Some of the older figures I might have missed, if you want to see those, you can request them, and I'll get around to it. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself.